you want to see how I did this, let's get into it. So I'm starting off with the Tarte Shape Tape as a eyelid primer, and I am just going to dot it over my eyes and blend it out with my beauty blender. Next, I'm going to take this Ilia Beauty setting powder and just tap it over the Tarte Shape Tape so there is no hardcore creasing. For the eyeshadow, I am using the Dose of Colors Desi X Katie, the Friendcation palette, and I am using the shade Churro as a transition shade and just to deepen up my crease. You're going to want to take your time blending out the shade with a fluffy brush. This one that I'm using is the MAC 217, and then I am going to go in with a clean brush. This one is, I believe, from BH Cosmetics, and just really buff out the edges. For the outer edge, and then to deepen up the crease even more, I'm going in with this matte berry shade called Girl Bye. The brush that I'm using is a Sephora Precision Smudge Brush, and I'm using this just to make it a little bit more precise where I want it to be. And then I'm going to take that BH Cosmetics brush again and just keep blending out. Because I really wanted this to be a super deep defined cut crease, I'm going in with a even darker shade from the palette. It's Cheens, which is a really pretty deep matte brown, and I'm using that same smudge brush again and just really trying to deepen up and create some dimension for the eyelids. And of course, the magic secret of blending with another brush. Now to cut the crease, I am using a flat brush. This one is from the Naked Honey palette, and I took the Tarte Shape Tape again, and I'm using that as a base to cut the crease. I'm taking my finger now just to pat it dry a little bit and make sure it's not super sticky so that there's no pigment that gets really chunky in any places. And I'm going to take that Ilia powder and lightly tap it on the Shape Tape again. For the outer corner, I am going to use this really pretty berry color called, is it called Try Me or Game Over? I think this one is Try Me, and I'm putting it on the outer corner just so it's not a super harsh line between the bright inner corner pigment that I'm going to use and the outer edge, and I'm applying it with my finger because I get the best color payoff that way. For the inner corner highlight, I'm using the shade Just a Kiss. And I'm taking a flat brush at first just to try to get the edges really neat, and then I'm going to take my finger to get that really beautiful color payoff again. And before we move on to the face, I am just going to take my makeup wipes. These are the ones from Neutrogena, and I'm just wiping away any glitter, any little bit of fallout, and then just cleaning up the outer V of my eyes. And now I'm going to take the Tarte Poreless Mattifying Primer and just press it into my skin really well. For foundation, I'm actually going to be using this IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC cream. It is a poreless finish and full coverage cream with anti-aging and hydrating serum, as well as SPF 40, which has been really important to me lately. And I'm using this Tarte Large Kabuki foundation brush. I'm just really buffing it into the skin, and then I'm going to take my beauty blender and just touch up any little bit of patchy areas. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Kylie Cosmetics concealer in the shade Bone. I really like this formula. It's super creamy, and I don't know, I just feel like it looks really great with the foundation, and it lasts pretty well on my skin. To set everything, I'm going to be going in with this Ilia Beauty talc-free setting powder. This stuff is really great, and if you don't know, talc increases the milia under your eyes, which are those little bumps. So if you have those and they aggravate you, I recommend switching to a talc-free powder. Alright, and for eyelashes, I am going in with the Batty Bee lashes from Jenny69, and these are in the style Sugar Baby. To finish off the eyes, I'm going to be going back in with the Churro shade and just smudging that along my lower lash line. And then to deepen it up a little bit more, I'm going to go back in with the pencil brush and the shade Cheens and just create a little bit more of a smoky effect. For my bronzer, I'm going to be going in with the Kylie Cosmetics Tequila Tan. It is a really pretty matte bronzer. I think it just looks really great, and I definitely want to try more shades of the bronzer. And for blush, I'm going in with Tarte's Exposed. This is a matte blush, and it is just like a really pretty pinky nude. I think it just looks really beautiful. And for my highlight, I'm going to use an OG MAC Soft and Gentle. And this is just a large blending brush from Morphe. And last but not least, to finish off the look, I'm going to be using the Kylie 23 High Gloss. I think this is so beautiful, and this has really gotten me back into lip glosses. I never really liked them after I graduated high school, but this really is bringing me back. So I really love this one. And that is it, guys. That is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned a little something. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and follow me on social media. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.